All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Showtime Satch, man, and today, man, I have a great game to show you. And we'll go ahead and get right into it, man. It was a 3-minute game. I actually just played it, and let me say, it's one of the most beautiful games I think I've ever played. In Blitz, I'm a little bit worse. I'm only rated 1310 in Blitz. Rapid, I'm approaching 1800, but I'm still working on my 3-minute, time games. But man, this one was really pretty game. And my opponent for this game was Jonah Martis from Germany. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get right into it. We started off e4, e5, most typical opening. Knight f3, so I like to go into my Ruy Lopez. My opponent plays knight f6. Not too long ago, I was playing the Russian quite a lot, so I do have a little bit of experience, playing with it. We go d4 for the Steinitz attack. Pretty common move here. Now, the most common response is to capture the d4 pawn and then play e5. However, in this game, my opponent plays d5. Not a move I'm really familiar with, so I had to pause for a second and think here, and I decided to capture on e5. Capture on d5, the computer likes a little bit better, but it's a fine move either way. My opponent recaptures with the knight. We go bishop d3, activating the bishop here. He brings the knight to c6, and I go ahead and castle. So through this opening so far, we have a pretty equal game. My opponent plays g4, so now he's threatening to win this e5 pawn, but I allow it. So we go ahead and we push h3. This is like I said, it's not the smartest move. This is a 3-minute blitz chess, so really just looking for good moves quickly. This is a fine move. I'm going to lose a pawn, so he plays bishop. Bishop takes f3. Queen takes and knight takes. So I saw this, and I figured, okay, let me set up a little bit of a trap here. And the trap is queen e2, and it looks like an innocent move. However, my opponent immediately jumps on the opportunity to get the bishop pair by capturing on d3, and that is actually a huge blunder because capturing that leads to pawn captures, not queen captures. You capture with the pawn, does damage your pawn structure, but now, as you see, this knight is pinned to the king, and it has nowhere to go, and it'll soon be captured. My opponent plays e7, or bishop e7, getting rid of the pin, but I go ahead and take, and now I'm up material, so you might say, well, this is kind of a boring game. You already got an advantage. It should be easy. Now it's two pawns for a piece. However, I will capture this e4 pawn pretty quickly, so I do have a sizable advantage, man. But it's really the artistic masterpiece that makes this game so nice. One of my favorite games I've played in a while. So knight c3, just development. Like I said, I could capture this pawn, but he has nothing defending it, and he won't be having anything defend it. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll recapture when I feel it's necessary. Opponent goes ahead and castles kingside, and now I decide to once again play another in-between move, activate my rook. Was the best move on the board, and my opponent slides the queen out the way, and now finally I capture that free pawn. So now I'm only down one pawn I'm up an exchange. I'm up a knight for a pawn would be the correct terminology there. Also, we're threatening to capture this bishop. My opponent plays rook e8, pretty normal move, and I just slide my queen out the way. So 15 moves into the game, white is completely dominant. And we'll go ahead and keep going along. So we have queen f3 here. And my opponent plays bishop c5. Bishop c5, in my opinion, was not the best move. Allows me to play this beautiful move. This is the start of it. Knight e4. And knight attacks the bishop. And really, he should go back to e7 because he doesn't. And he plays bishop b6. And now, if you'd like, you can pause the video. This is the critical moment of the game. There's a move here that essentially wins the game one move. If you guys have found it, that move is going to be knight f6, so we're sacrificing the knight on an empty square, and the best thing is actually to not take it. So it is a fork, so I am going to be winning the rook, but you really cannot take this knight. The reason you cannot take it is because of the follow-up. Opponent captures the knight, and now you have bishop h6, and now this king is just trapped. He has no moves, and he's not going to be able to escape this. Should be a checkmate pretty soon here. My opponent, it's hard to find a response here because the threat is to move the queen up. If he plays any move here, any move, queen check, and then the king gets stuck in the corner, and then it's forced mate. If my computer could move a little faster, that'd be wonderful. And then also there's another threat here. If you decide to slide the king over and then have your rook provide protection, the threat would be queen captures, and it's the same idea with this mate on g7. So my opponent comes out with the best defense, which is rook e5, but it still doesn't matter. Queen takes f6, and now the stockfish on the browser is not suggesting a forced mate, but I'm pretty sure this is forced mate. Once again, my opponent finds the best defense, which is bishop takes f2, but you know, the idea here is if I were to take the bishop, then he'd be able to fork my king and queen. That'd be a very bad day. So I think it's fine to capture with the queen, but best move, slide the king out the way. And in this position, my opponent ran out of time. He sat there for 2 minutes. He essentially resigned himself because there's no way to defend this mate. I mean, you could give up all your pieces and have a terrible day, but this is the game. So if you guys enjoyed that little quick video for you, you know, just a really beautiful game. You know, the sacrifice on the empty square. You know, I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better. Every one of these days, I'll get 1,500 rapid, or 2,000 rapid, 1,500 blitz, but that's the goal right now. So other than that, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.